When Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden stepped off her plane in Osaka, Japan, the world watched as centuries of Swedish royal tradition met the vibrant heart of modern Japan, and what unfolded during her visit would reveal far more than just another diplomatic mission. The heir apparent to the Swedish throne brought with her not only the weight of royal responsibility but also a genuine curiosity that would transform this journey into something truly extraordinary, something that goes beyond the polished photographs and official statements you've seen in the headlines. Before we dive deep into every fascinating detail of this remarkable visit, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our exclusive royal coverage. Drop a comment below telling us what you think about Crown Princess Victoria's approach to modern diplomacy, and don't forget to share this video with anyone who loves royal news and international relations. Your support helps us bring you more incredible content like this. Victoria's arrival in Osaka wasn't just about shaking hands and attending formal dinners, though there were plenty of those ceremonial moments that make for beautiful pictures. This visit represented something far more significant in the landscape of international relations between Sweden and Japan, two nations that might seem worlds apart geographically but share remarkably similar values when it comes to innovation, sustainability, and social progress. The Crown Princess has spent years cultivating her role as Sweden's foremost ambassador, and this trip to Japan's third-largest city demonstrated exactly why she's considered one of the most effective royals in modern diplomacy. Osaka, a city known for its incredible food culture, cutting-edge technology sector, and warm-hearted people, provided the perfect backdrop for Victoria's mission. Unlike Tokyo with its governmental focus or Kyoto with its historical preservation, Osaka represents the entrepreneurial spirit and innovative drive that characterizes modern Japan. It's a city where ancient traditions blend seamlessly with futuristic aspirations, where street food vendors operate next to multinational corporations, and where the pace of life somehow manages to be both frenetic and welcoming. The Crown Princess understood this unique character and tailored her engagements accordingly, moving beyond the typical royal playbook to create genuine connections. During her time in Osaka, Victoria engaged with Swedish companies operating in the Kansai region, met with Japanese business leaders exploring opportunities for collaboration, and visited innovation hubs where startups from both nations were working on solutions to global challenges. She didn't just tour these facilities with a polite smile and a wave, she asked questions, she listened intently, and she demonstrated the kind of substantive knowledge about sustainability initiatives and technological innovation that surprised even seasoned executives. This wasn't performative interest. This was a crown princess who had done her homework and genuinely wanted to understand how Sweden and Japan could work together more effectively. One of the most touching aspects of her visit came during her interactions with the Swedish expatriate community in Osaka. These Swedes who have made Japan their home, navigating the complexities of a very different culture while maintaining their Nordic identity, found in Victoria a sympathetic figure who understood the challenges of bridging two worlds. She spoke with families about their experiences, listened to business owners discuss the nuances of operating in the Japanese market, and even joined a traditional Swedish fika session that had been adapted with Japanese touches, sipping coffee alongside matcha-flavored pastries in a fusion that perfectly symbolized the cultural exchange at the heart of her visit. The Crown Princess also made time to experience Osaka's legendary culinary scene, because diplomacy isn't just conducted in boardrooms and official receptions. Food represents culture in its most accessible form, and Victoria demonstrated her appreciation for Japanese cuisine by visiting local establishments, trying regional specialties like okonomiyaki and takoyaki, and showing genuine delight at flavors that might have been completely new to her palate. These moments, less formal than state dinners but perhaps more meaningful, allowed ordinary Japanese citizens to connect with Swedish royalty in a way that felt authentic rather than staged. Beyond the business meetings and cultural experiences, Victoria's visit carried deeper significance for Swedish-Japanese relations at a time when both nations are navigating complex global challenges. Sweden's expertise in sustainability, green technology, and social innovation aligns perfectly with Japan's ambitious goals for carbon neutrality and technological advancement. The connections forged during this visit, the relationships built between companies and institutions, could yield collaborations that extend far beyond symbolic gestures into practical partnerships that address real-world problems. Victoria understood her role as a catalyst for these relationships, using her position to open doors and create opportunities that might not otherwise exist. The Crown Princess also visited historical and cultural sites in Osaka, paying respect to Japanese traditions while representing Swedish heritage. These visits weren't just tourist attractions checked off a list, they represented a genuine effort to understand the depth of Japanese culture, to appreciate the values and beliefs that shape Japanese society, and to find common ground between two nations with very different historical trajectories but surprisingly similar contemporary challenges. Whether standing in ancient temples or exploring modern museums, Victoria approached each experience with the curiosity and respect that has become her trademark. What made this visit particularly noteworthy was its timing and context. In an era when traditional diplomacy often seems inadequate to address global challenges, when international cooperation requires more than just governmental agreements, royal diplomacy offers something unique. Crown Princess Victoria represents continuity and tradition, yes, but she also embodies a modern approach to international relations that emphasizes people-to-people connections, business collaboration, and cultural exchange. Her presence in Osaka sent a message that Sweden values its relationship with Japan, that this partnership matters not just at the governmental level but at every level of society. The impact of Victoria's visit will likely be felt for years to come, in the business deals that emerge from connections made, in the cultural exchange programs that develop, in the increased understanding between Swedish and Japanese people. These outcomes might not make headlines, they don't provide the instant gratification of dramatic announcements or shocking revelations, but they represent the kind of sustained, meaningful diplomacy that actually changes things. The Crown Princess planted seeds during her time in Osaka, and those seeds have the potential to grow into something substantial. As Victoria prepared to leave Osaka, having fulfilled her official duties and exceeded expectations with her genuine engagement and cultural sensitivity, she left behind a city that had been charmed by Swedish royalty and a Swedish delegation that had gained new appreciation for Japanese innovation and hospitality. The photographs from the visit show a crown princess who looks comfortable and engaged, who seems to genuinely enjoy the experiences she's having rather than simply enduring them for duty's sake. This authenticity, this ability to connect with people across cultural and linguistic barriers, represents the future of royal diplomacy in an increasingly interconnected world. The lessons from Crown Princess Victoria's visit to Osaka extend beyond Swedish-Japanese relations. They demonstrate how modern royalty can serve a meaningful function in contemporary society, how traditional institutions can adapt to remain relevant, and how personal diplomacy conducted with intelligence and sincerity can complement governmental efforts. Victoria showed that being a princess in the 21st century doesn't mean being a relic of the past but rather being a bridge between tradition and innovation, between nations and peoples, between the ceremonial responsibilities of royalty and the practical work of building international cooperation. If Crown Princess Victoria's approach to royal diplomacy becomes the model for future generations, what other surprising partnerships might emerge between nations that seem worlds apart, and how might the role of monarchy continue to evolve in our rapidly changing global landscape?